You know, you're going to see some really amazing things coming out of our men in these last days. As they get many of their abilities back. This came out in the New York Post. And this was a black man that did this. He scaled a building. And we've seen black men do this before. It was a story over in France where a man scaled a building to save a child. Now we had one because it was a burning building and his mother was in her apartment. Now his mother cannot walk. So when he saw the fire, this man could not get into the front door. So he scaled the building 15 floors. That's what he did to get to his mother's apartment, and he made it into his mom's apartment. He made it. So, ladies and gentlemen, this came out in the New York Post, July 19th, 2019. Daredevil channeled inner Spider-Man to save his mom from fire. No, honey, he got those ability from the Father above. That's where it comes from. That's where all of our natural abilities come from. And no, you don't all have it. No, you don't. And ladies and gentlemen, what this man did was amazing. Not only did he make it up, he made it back down. So now listen to this. I want you to listen to what he says. Listen to this story.
Man climbed a high-rise building in West Philadelphia last night. That building was on fire at the time. The man
started all over.
building in West Philadelphia.
There we go.
These stunning images of a man climbing down a high-rise building in West Philadelphia last night. That building was on fire at the time. The man apparently thought this was the only way to help save his mother, who was inside. He said climbing the only way he could get to her. Action News reporter Maggie Kent spoke exclusively to that man. She's live outside the apartment building with details of what was a dangerous decision, Maggie.
Yeah, but Jermaine says this was the only decision that he had. He could only go up these 15 floors because the door was blocked. He had to climb, and that's what he was going to do if it meant reaching his mom.
The only part the news caught was me coming down. I actually climbed up because they saying she was trapped.
Last night, smoke filled the 19-story high-rise at 4445 Holden Street as people rushed out of the building. Jermaine got a call from his sister. Their mom, who is immobile, couldn't make it out of her apartment on the 15th floor. Jermaine rushed over and first attempted the front door, blocked by police.
They said they was like, the elevator's not working. I'm like, no problem, I'll take the steps. I just want to go make sure my mother is sick. She bedridden. So I need to get up there.
Earlier that day, the 35-year-old fell and cracked his hip on a set of stairs. When he saw that his mom was in need, adrenaline took over. He resorted to climbing the fenced-in balconies with wire cutters in hand.
Every ledge, it was like, but when I grabbed the gate, at the top of the gate, it was a ledge. And then it was, I can step on the ledge and then reach up to the other gate and then keep climbing my way up.
Finally, Jermaine reached his mom on the 15th floor balcony, who assured him the fire was contained and she was okay. Was she yelling at you because you climbed outside?
She was more shocked. She really not, she don't be surprised at things I do to her. She know I go over and beyond for her.
So back down he went, expecting a quick arrest once on the ground. But an understanding officer let him go.
So he actually did cut me a break because he understood the circumstances. And he knew, when you're adrenaline pumping your mom up there, you thinking she dying, you do anything you can.
As for those expert climbing skills,
we used to jump roofs. I'm glad I had to practice.
and good news, his mom made it out safely. Everyone made it out safely here after this apartment fire. 7 people were treated for smoke inhalation. I asked Jermaine, did you ever want to be a firefighter? He said he did put in his resume once, but he never heard anything back. I think that climb more impressive than any paper resume. Live in West Philadelphia, Maggie Kent, Channel 6 Action News.
That is amazing, y'all. Come on now. Come on.
ASAP Rocky isn't getting out of a Swedish jail anytime soon. A judge ruled that he...
Come on, y'all. That was impressive. That was impressive. Okay? There is no firefighter or cop on that ground that could do that. Let's be real. That could only be done by Judah. Let's be real here, okay? Let's be real. And expect to see a lot more of that. You're going to be amazed at what comes out of our men in these last days. This is real. And I have to tell you, even if you were a spectator or a firefighter or a cop, you had to be impressed by those abilities for him to climb up there. And he did it while he was injured. Okay, you saw the crutches there. You know, when I was growing up, y'all, there was a story that made it big in the news. It was a black child that was trapped under a car. And this black woman, his mother, literally lifted the car and got him from under there. She lifted the car. No jack to lift it up or nothing. But when they told the story, they had to put a white face on it in order for people to read the story. That's how pathetic folks are in this country. But it was a black woman that did that to save her child. And they said it was adrenaline that kicked in when she saw her son couldn't get from underneath this car. She literally picked the car up and got her trapped son from under the car by herself. Okay, she did it alone. So it's amazing things that have come out of our men and women over the years. You can best believe it is. So this came out of West Philadelphia, and the cameras caught him scaling up that building. This was a 19-story building, y'all, and he climbed 15 stories. No rope, no kind of assistance, nothing. Nothing. And if you remember, maybe about a year and a half ago, there was a migrant over in France that scaled a building the same kind of way and to save a child. You know, you don't see these abilities out of anybody else. So this was amazing. This was absolutely amazing. So he was a former roofer, construction worker. So that probably explains why he was not afraid to do what he did. You know, so, I mean, if he was a roofer, he's used to being up high. So the building was reported ablaze at 9:30 p.m. And his name is Jermaine. And he was, you know, of course, concerned about his mom. She can't get up. She needs help, you know, assistance. She can't walk. She's bedridden. So he was worried about her possibly being in a smoke-filled apartment or in a fire, and you can't blame him. You know, he did what he could. He tried to go in the front door, and he was not able to do it because it was blocked by police and firefighters. So he climbed in, and I'm glad they did not try to arrest him, because the way cops act in this country, if he was somewhere else, he probably would have gotten arrested and slapped with all kinds of charges. So they let it go. I'm really happy that he did not end up in jail or in their system over some stupid ass charges, and all he was trying to do was save his mother. Nobody should be punished for that reason. So that was damn amazing, Jermaine. That was amazing what you did. And your mother should be proud to have a son like you that care so much that you went above and beyond to make sure she was okay. This is one of those stories I absolutely love, ladies and gentlemen. Please tell me what you think. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.